Don't get mad about that. At least I win. Okay? Because you know it's something that I don't like. But sometimes, as men, this is for you guys listening. Sometimes just go out your way, even if you don't like certain things. Just do it to please your mate. You know, um, I hate doing dishes. I hate doing dishes with a passion, especially the pots. But every once in a while, I'll do it. You know, especially right now that I live alone. Oh man, that's my biggest struggle right now. I need a maid to come do my dishes. you know, but I do them because I have to do them. But sometimes they're in there for a day or two. Yeah, I know. They're in there for a day or two. You know, because I hate to do dishes. You know, and whoever I'm with, I need them to understand that I hate to do dishes. You know, so they'll be like, "All right, baby, I got it." You know, I help them clean the bathroom. You know, I do all the manly stuff. You know, I'll take out the trash and such. But I don't like to do dishes. You know what I mean? That's just me. So they'll have to learn to understand that. So, but also that comes with the line of communication. You have to learn to communicate with each other. Okay? If you don't communicate, and some of these things you're supposed to find out in the beginning of the relationship, because some of these things, if you don't find out in the beginning, that's how sometimes you find out after you move in, and then you end up breaking up after you don't spend all that money on furniture, all that money on moving in together, but you didn't take the time to find some of these things out. You know what I'm saying? You didn't take the time to find some of these things out, so now you are going through a whole bunch of nonsense because you didn't take the time to conversate. You didn't have that open line communication open. You know, so we need to learn to communicate better. First of all, we need to learn to communicate, period, and then have better communications. Also, from there, have an open line of communication. And when I say open line of communication, that's not only for when you feel good. You are to hear me out if I have something that's bothering me, and you need to hear her out. I need to hear her out when she has something that's bothering her. Okay, so keep that line open. That way you can avoid a lot of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that's the only thing that's gonna keep them from stepping down, but it does help. If you have too many doors open, too many outlets to go out. But as you start closing these doors, you make it more difficult. Do you understand me? All right. Let me read some of these things. Nicholas said you gotta get them that dialogue back. Yeah, that's true. Very true. That's what I'm saying. Start talking more. Stanley Jr., you are dropping nuggets. Chicken nuggets? Sure. I'm actually dropping words, but chicken nuggets is good. Okay, if you got the bathroom, I got the dishes. Bet on that. Spoken and accepted. Expectations always make the relationship stronger. Not only expectations. Since you brought up expectation, I'm going to comment, made a few comments on that as far as expectation goes. In a relationship, you don't want to set your expectations too high as well. You know, if you set your expectations up too high, you must have some standards. You must have some basic expectations. You must have some expectations. Yeah, sure, but definitely some standards. But when you set your expectations so high, you know, and now this person is trying to stay that high or trying to get that high, and they don't reach it to the level that you have set it, not they have set for themselves, but that you have set, then you are both disappointed. You know, a lot of times I hear, these women are want so much, so much, and the guy will find an outlet, and that outlet, when I say the outlet, is usually another person. You know, they find an outlet to get away from you because your expectations are so high they cannot meet them. Now they start to feel inferior. Okay, they start to feel like, okay, maybe you're not the one. Why can't you understand me? You see what I'm saying? So it's good to have expectations. Just don't set them up too high. And even if they are high, don't come down on your mate so hard when it is not reached. You set them. Okay? So just had to say that. Um, Jamie said the best foot forward creates false standards. Very true. I have to agree with that. Um, Chandra says, I was talking about dishes and laundry. Though they have to be their truest them. Yes, they have to be them. Tasha says, from a male's POV or generally, can you give an example of an expectation that is too high? Okay, sure. I'll be glad to oblige. Matter of fact, where's Nick? Nick, are you still here? Is Nick still here? I'd like to bring Nick on board actually. Maybe he can help me answer this question for you, Tashi. Nick, if you're listening, I'm bringing you on board right now. All right. So she wants to know. She wants to know an example of an expectation that is too high. All right. Cool. I'll give you one. Um, the guy did not graduate high school. You knew this before you got serious with him. Okay? He's working a job and he's doing just fine. Okay? Now you want him to give you the world. Maybe you are one of those that's high maintenance. He's working a regular job. His regular job is taking care of both of you, and you guys just have just enough plus a little bit more to be able to do other things with. Now, because you are on the other side of another person's relationship, and but you're looking at them as if their relationship is good, because don't forget, money don't always make a relationship better, you know. And sometimes what you see on Facebook is not how it is inside the relationship. You're looking from the outside, on the opposite side of the relationship, you know, on the side that they allowed you in the world to see. Okay, now you want him to give you what they have, not knowing that she's probably providing all of that. Okay, and you're always nagging on him, why this, why that. You know, he got you a $500 ring. You was happy with it when you got married. Now you want a $5,000 ring. With what income? You know, and y'all's coming down on him. Oh man, did you see what so and so got? Why you don't get me one of those? That is not only the standards being high, but it's also very inappreciative. And if you may not think about it, but it's also coming down on your mate. Okay? That's one example. I was trying to bring Nicholas on, but I don't think he's on. Um, Jamie says, OMG, let's not talk about laundry. I would definitely hire someone for that. Yeah, I don't mind doing the laundry. I do it smart. I put it in the washer at night when I go to sleep. And if I wake up in the middle of the night, I put it in the dryer. You know, or I'll put it in the dryer the next morning. You know, and then I'll do the colors a day or two later. You know, if I have to. Do it smart. Work smart, not hard. Hey, what's going on, Gene? You're multitasking right now. What you doing, Nick? Hey, Jennifer, how are you? You are welcome. If you have any questions, go right ahead. What's up, Nick? You gonna help her answer some of these questions or what? I don't know if Cedric is on. I think Cedric might have been gone. Um, oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. No problem, no problem. Uh, Tashi, let me ask you a question. Pillow talk. What kind of conversations are okay doing pillow talk and what's not? Okay. Um, I don't know if she's on my thing. Tashi, like the page so I can bring you on. Hey, what up, Ramega?
What's up, man?
Well, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Could you help with that question? She asked about, from a male's view, an example of what a high expectation is from a female.
I mean, I mean, you definitely got different women out there. You know what I'm saying? But
Definitely.
example of high expectation is, I don't know. Like me, I've been in a long relationship, and sometimes we may be forgetful as men. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta remember every birthday,
Oh,
anniversary, your mama birthday,
oh,
our first kiss.
don't
Like
even go there. I'm glad you brought that up. Good Lord.
it's a lot to remember, man.
Too
After
much.
so many years, you know. But I don't know. As far as expectations, I know women should have some expectations. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes they can be a little bit overboard with overly successful women. You know what I'm saying? We do got a lot of overly successful women out there with high ass expectations. If you don't meet a certain amount of, I guess, finances and stuff for them, they're just not with it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a few degrees under your belt, they're not with it. And I think that's a little bit unrealistic at times.
Right. That's actually part of what I said. Like, if you got with him and you already knew he didn't have a high school diploma, still you fell in love with him. Now this you found this out in the beginning, you know, and now y'all married. So that means it took a while for you to even get there. Then you wanna. And now it's okay to help him push to give him a push to get better. But some of these things that you're asking for with the job that he has and the education that he has, it may not be possible. You'll be better off trying to get him to get his GED or something, than
Yeah,
to try to get him to become this and that or buy you this and that with the income that he has.
yeah.
She
I
asked
feel
what
you,
is
man.
a overly successful woman.
What I mean is, look, I understand. Like, you could have, you can have your degree here, your degree there, and stuff like that. But you're probably not going to use all of them at the same time. So when I mean more overly successful, it's more like a mentality thing. Because, for example, one time, I remember I needed a part-time job, and I went to the Lion Country Safari, and the guy was like, I really needed the extra money. Times were pretty tough. And the guy was like, "You're overqualified." Like, I'm like, "You're not overqualified." And he seen that I was a case manager since I was like in my 20s, and I was executive assistant in New York. I've been doing a couple of things, but at that time I really needed a part-time job. So
Yeah.
it's more like, dude, you're not gonna stay at this job. You feel what I'm saying? So you're overqualified for this, and I was just like shocked. I'm like, damn, man, I thought I had this in the bag. Like, this is a little job here, I do part-time. So it's more like a mental thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I've actually been there years before. Thank God. Um, But yeah, definitely a mental thing because sometimes we'll see, um, Tashi, I don't know if you've seen it or hear it or anywhere, but you see in a case where the woman, and which is another truth, you have women stay in school a lot longer than men do. You know, they have
Yeah,
2 or 3 degrees and still in school for another one.
yeah, it's like overkill.
Yeah, and then they want to give you issues because you don't have this or that, but you knew that before we got together. Your best bet would have been before you got degree number 7 to help him get degree number 1 or 2.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But yet he's working, busting his behind to provide, take care of the bills and all of that, so you can get all these degrees. And as soon as you get these degrees, now he's a bad guy.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And that's one example of overly successful because now you have let those degrees get into your mind and now
yeah,
have
mentally.
interrupted your relationship. It's basically like you cheating with your mate. I mean, on your mate with your degrees. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say, Chuck?
That was it, man. It's good to chime in,
Let
before I
me ask
shut
you
it
one more
down.
thing before you go. As far as conversation and pillow talk,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on that?
Conversation and pillow talk to your spouse,
Yeah,
to your significant other.
right.
Nah, man, that's something like, man, true, man. I mean, I do that a lot with my spouse. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's a good way to vent out for the day or for the week. You know what I'm saying? As
Do
long
you
as it doesn't
agree that
turn,
most of that should stay between y'all?
it should absolutely, absolutely. I can't confine you in nothing if our pillow talk is going beyond the pillow. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Yeah,
Because now if I'm
but I think
conversating, having pillow talk with you, and everything I say to you is now like WikiLeaks, it's leaking everywhere, then I
yeah,
can't talk to you.
that's not pillow talk, man. That's gossip, man.
That's gossip.
Yeah, you can't go out and just say stuff like that, man.
Right.
That's pillow talk. Is pillow talk.
Pillow talk is
That's how
pillow
it's done.
talk. Almost like locker room talk.
Like locker room talk. You know that only. You know that only.
We talk about it again when we get back to pillow talk.
When we get back to
Exactly.
we understand each other. The men got like an underlining like comprehension of what needs to be done
Without even saying it. Without even saying it, we have that understanding.
We ain't gotta say nothing.
Yeah. Well, thanks for chiming in, bro.
All right, for sure.
Take care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those were some examples for you, Tashi. Um, what did you say? Okay, we answered that already. Okay, I agree. As successful women, I can admit that executing tasks is something I do at a fast pace and expect my mate to do also. I often don't have enough patience and give room for growth, I confess. I'm glad that you confessed that, Jamie. Now, I want you to take that confession and work on it because if you have realized that it's an issue or a problem or it could cause a problem in your next relationship, and there's nothing wrong with being successful, that is not what we were saying at all. It's great, it's awesome. Now it's when you are now allowing it to destroy your relationship, that's where it becomes an issue. That's where it becomes an issue. What was that movie? I think it was a Tyler Perry movie. Um, what's the name of it? I know y'all probably can help me out with this. The Tyler Perry movie where I think the guy was a therapist or something, or she was a therapist. She wanted some certain things or whatever. Then I think she was a designer or something. and she got with this guy, the successful guy. I can't remember the name of it, but now when you start looking at it like that, and it becomes a problem for you that your mate is not as successful as you are, or not as successful as other people are, then now you may be looking on the outside or at somebody else, to lean on, because now you want a stronger man, and then you end up, you know, with the other person because of that, and then ruin your relationship that you had something great going on, And I've seen where they had no issues. I have a client. I feel so bad for him. I have two of them. You know, he pays for her to go to school. He's taking care of the kid. He's working hard, working two jobs. And do you know, after she got her degree and got her first job, she told this guy, "You're not on my level." Now, this is the guy that paid for her school. Okay? His money was taking care of everything in the house. She was fine. All she had to do was add her income to his income, and they would be living beautifully. But as soon as she got her degree, she got her job, a few months later, problem has arose. "You're not on my level." How do you say that to a person that's been taking care of you and your kid? A person that you had a kid with, a person that you've been with for so long, and they've been together for years. You know, tell him he's not on your level, but he was on your level when he was paying the bills. He put you on that level. I don't understand it. Okay. Degree number 7. Yeah, I know. Women stay in school, man. Women stay in school forever. My sister's still in school. She's still in school. Well, she's been in school since high school, since 18. Well, when I'm talking about in school, I'm talking since after high school. So I'm talking about college, like since 18, 19. She's been in college. Finished one, got another one, finished one, got another one. And she's what, 30, 38? Still in school, going for another one. I just hope she doesn't give her husband issues because she has all these degrees. Because they have a nice life. They have 2 kids together, and she has taken over his previous kids, and they're good kids. And, I myself, I like the guy, so hopefully she doesn't give him any issues. Uh, because, as like the other woman said, "You're not on my level." Come on, ladies. Y'all got to do better than that. And then y'all said there's no good men. But when you had one, you treat them very poorly. Conversation for another time. I don't want to make y'all cry. So Tashi also says, so essentially you're saying she's more ambitious than him, and she's outturned him, even though prior to she was okay with his pace. Got it. Yes, basically. And it's okay. Somebody got to be on top of you. Sometimes you're never really going to be on the same level, honestly. And as we discussed the other day, you have some men that are stay-at-home dads. This is a kind of decision you have made consciously, collectively, which would be better. If your career is better than mine, and your career is long-term and mine is not, sure, go ahead, baby. I'll support you. I'll cook. You know what I mean? I'll do the things you should have been doing. Go ahead on, handle that. You see what I'm saying? Just as long as you don't come down on me for doing what I'm doing to support your dreams. I share your vision. I'm catching on to your vision, and I'm supporting your vision, and I'm supporting your dreams. Now, when you make it, don't kick me out. Same thing for you, gentlemen. You see what I'm saying? You have a woman that's your backbone. She's supporting you. She's helping you through this and that. And once you get to where you want to be, you want to get rid of her. That's also in the movie. What was that? Diary of a Mad Black Woman? Was it that? The one with the guy got with the other chick and broke up with his wife, kicked his wife out, and then he became handicapped, and the other woman he got over her um, left him, took all his money, and left his handicapped self, by himself, and now the wife had to come take care of him. I don't remember the. I think that was the name of the movie. Was it Diary of a Mad Black Woman or something like that? I don't recall correctly. I'm sure y'all can point that out for me. All points are all points are on point. Taking notes for my next time. You know what that tells me, Jamie? Oh no, that was not Jamie. That's Chandra. All points are on point. Taking notes for my next time. That tells me that you are growing, and that's very important. Take those points and apply it to your next relationship, and you'll see how far that will take you. Okay? More ambition than minus proper direction results in missed opportunities. Oh, now that guy is dropping some nuggets. Let me read that for y'all again from Cedric. More ambition than minus proper direction results in missed opportunities. Right. And sometimes you end up doing that, you end up messing up more than just your relationship. You can mess up your life, even your career at times. All right, that crazy she will be back begging. Grass is not greener on the other side. Good, good no verse are rare. I don't know what that means. Good no verse are rare, and assured wife she is saying by another queen is saying hello. She better recognize. We all better recognize. Good kings are hard to find by. Yes, they are. Hey, Brittany, how are you? Tasha says, right, there's this epidemic going on where people feel they are better than others. It's true. It happens. And we see it a lot even in friendships, but those we can care less, but in relationships, especially if you have taken the time, you have put in your sweat, you have put in your tears, because not all these relationships that you see years and years and years later, people that's been married for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they've cried some tears. There's been times where the guy did not come home. There's been times where they're yelling at each other. There have been times where they wanted to leave. There have been times where they have actually broken up, and some of them has actually been in physical contacts, but they are still there because they know what they have and they know what they were building up to. Problem with a lot of new age relationships now, nobody has no goals. Nobody have no goals, nobody have no plan. We don't plan to fail, but we fail to make a plan. If you have a plan, then you execute that plan and you'll get a lot further because you had the plan and you're going by the plan. But without a plan, if you fail, you don't know why you fail. You just fail. But you ain't had no plan. That's why you actually fail. Okay? She said, yep, that's the movie. Frustration Central. Love, hate feelings with that movie. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they have been through some things. Definitely. Okay? Now, we're gonna take this down to a whole different conversation for the last part of our segment is now let me get your feedbacks on this one as well. Now don't run now. uh, do men have to always be the one to initiate the move or anything? Let me repeat it again. Are the men supposed to always be the one to initiate the move? Nick, let me ask you this, Nick. Brittany says no. Okay, well, let me ask Brittany first before I ask you this, Nick. Brittany, since you said no, have you ever or do you sometimes be the one to initiate the move? Yes, you do have to help each other with those plans. No, but you prefer it. That's understandable. There's no problem with that. Yes, Jamie. Sex. Cedric say, heck no. So, uh, where did Brittany go? Brittany, please tell me. Have you ever, you guys? I need you guys to like the page so I can see that you're on. Just click on the early late show and like the page. That way you can get the notification, and so I can see that you're on. I can bring you on the live as well. All right. Women are spoiled brats. Get out. If you can't do it while you're watching, just get out of it, click on it, like it, and come back to the live. All right. Brittany says, I have initiated convo and moves in the past. Now, you threw in the past in there, Brittany. Does that mean you will no longer in the future initiate it again? Or did you mean in the past like you have done it before? Cedric said, women are spoiled brats. But the person has to really catch my attention and grab it. Okay. So what if he's just watching TV and you want it? What do you do then? Maybe those who get approached constantly. No, just haven't done it recently. Okay, that I can understand. Okay. When I say the moves, I'm mostly talking about sexual, I'm mostly talking about intercourse. But the moves could also be as far as you being the one approaching the gentleman. You know, let's say you met at a party and you decide you want to buy him a drink or whatever. It could be you know, saying, hey, baby, let's go take a shower, blah, blah, blah. You know, then that's different if he's my man. Okay, you'll make it. Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all a story. I'm going to tell you guys this story, right?